The ladies of wrestling.
I'm really shocked that you didn't throw the AEWs in there. As in, this is the Friday Night War that everybody's been waiting for. That the pettiness began on.
The pettiness began, but I went with the Saudi 3.
Saudi 3.
Like,
One
you
of these women,
remember,
when they come back alive.
you remember back in the day when it was a SmackDown 4, when it was Kurt Angle, Edge, Rey Mysterio. I can't remember
Yeah.
the fourth person.
Yeah, but that guy. Let's go with Randy Orton. I don't think it was him, but yeah.
So
Oh,
these are the Saudi 3. I was running the should I go with this?
That's the most comfortable man I've ever seen in my life. And how can you just put your stinking cowboy boots on my table? This table's cheap.
Big dumb farmer, you.
You big dumb farmer. You just go sign it without even reading it? You dumbass. You motherfucker. That's all he can respond.
My tribal chief, please.
I can explain. I wasn't with him this morning. I swear I wasn't with him this morning. Did
Breakfast
we read
with
it
the
last
Beast.
night? Maybe.
Breakfast with the Beast. Well, they were negotiating with the World Breakfast Federation.
Brock Lesnar is into the World Wrestling Federation. Nobody knows how to act now. No one. Tony is furious.
So I was also going to lead with possibly this.
Okay. Two men screaming at each other.
Or that.
Oh no! He shouldn't have took that knee to the face.
But, Marcus, originally I would have said this is the match of the week. But it isn't. And I'll get more into that right after this.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Hey! Oh!
Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Seth Rollins is bout it.
What? See Tony the Tiger and anything makes me laugh. And his colors.
The fact is, I didn't think you were gonna. I didn't know what you were gonna capture when you did this.
Of course, it's gonna be us smiling. What else would it be?
I thought you were gonna get me at about when you did, and now it's time for the main.
Nah. You were just joking and dying at that point.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, Lord Manny Hayes. I'm always joined by
Marcus the Grand. Let me feel the love. Give me all. Goku's going for a spear bomb. Give me all that energy instead. The grand finale. What a bad day that would be. So Goku's calling for a spirit bomb. Somebody else is taking all that energy. Nah, can't take it. We're giving it to this fucking rain.
How are you doing today, Marcus?
I am fantastic. After a glorious night of war of wrestling, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, hyped up, jazzed, waiting for this new Batman trailer and all this other stuff that's gonna be announced at DC Fandom. But we'll see.
Well, I'm coming off a 4-2 loss of Man United losing again to Leicester City. Fun day, great day.
Is it Leicester City or Leicester City? I feel like
Leicester.
people get that mixed up.
It's Leicester, but it's spelt, and Americans, when they come over, tend to read it as Leicester.
I'm staying in Leicester. I am ecstatic. If you want to talk about sports and who's ecstatic, I had watched a baseball game this week on Friday night or Thursday night and watched the Dodgers whoop the Giants' ass. And by whooping their ass, I mean beat them by 1 run, 2-1, in the most exciting of games that ended on a very controversial check swing when I don't give a damn what my eyes saw. That man was the human tornado as many times as he swung. I know he didn't swing, but I don't care. A win's a win. Take in your face, Giant fans. And I'm probably only talking to Levi. I'm only talking to Levi. In your face. Take the L. Take the L.
Well, as you stated in the last show, you were taking boots to asses.
Cleats. Cleats to asses. This is a lot more violent.
Oh, you wanted blood. No lube.
Yeah.
Blood.
Yeah, blood. I don't care whose blood it is, but cleats to asses.
Okay, so we've got some bits and pieces of news.
Ooh.
Well, it's not the news. It's just Roman chatting shit.
That's not news. That's just someone talking shit.
I mean, he had an interview with Complex. If you want to read the full interview, I put it in the link in the description. Roman he's done it on 2 parts. He's done it on Roman on AEW and then Roman on CM Punk. Which part do you want first?
Let's start with CM Punk because our views will go up.
Okay, so Roman on a potential match with CM Punk and other AEW superstars. He said, "It doesn't do anything for me. That's not going to elevate me at all. He's older now. I haven't really seen a full match. I've seen a clip or 2, and to me, a step or 2 has been lost." Then also, he's got his ass whooped in the UFC. I don't think anybody really believes someone 200 pounds soaking wet with no explosive bone in their body could ever really do anything to me. I am 6'3", 265 pounds, a legitimate athlete who can throw some weight around. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, I'll throw him, and there's pretty much the rest of that roster out of the club. No problem. They're just little brothers, you know.
So, I really hate, I really want to fight somebody if they put me on their soaking wet scale because that seems to come up a lot. But I guess it's only used for skinny people who are soaking wet. CM Punk should get on the scale soaking wet just to prove Roman wrong that he's probably 205 and live, whatever he's on the scale. But yeah, that was the honest truth of the big dog. And then probably a little
I mean, it was
gamesmanship.
It was a dig at CM Punk, but I feel like at the height of Roman, the only person that benefits in that match would be CM Punk. It wouldn't be Roman. It's like if Roman was to go against any Hall of Famer right now, does it really elevate him? Like Roman versus John Cena, that was credible only because John Cena is still of an age where he hasn't stepped away from wrestling for too long, and he's still John Cena and he still gets a reaction like that. Whereas I don't think he's going to get the same kind of thing with CM Punk, who's been away for so long. It's going to take him at least maybe 6 months to even come close to what he was 7 to 8 years ago.
I don't know. He's really out of shape or older, and I honestly care. I would still pay money to see Roman and CM Punk because that's the match he needed to come back to. The issue with CM Punk now is that there's no one in AEW you want to see him yell at and scream at and be angry at and cut a promo against because everybody gets along over there. Roman is kind of one of the main reasons why he left is because he didn't want to make Roman look strong and all this. He hates the establishment of WWE. The money was back in WWE. That's what I said back in the day. Or Eric, 3 weeks ago.
Eric says, sounds like Roman was inspired by Marcus beating up the AEW locker room. I mean, go back and watch that video. Marcus had to be talked down on from a lot of people.
Yeah. And you know what? And I was judging people on their soaking wet scale, too. Soaking wet.
So, Roman goes on to talk about AEW, where he says, I don't see them as real competition because I don't think their fan base legitimate. Because I think their fan base legitimately is a hardcore fan base. So there's like a ceiling and a built-in ground to that viewership. WWE is trying to connect with everyone. We're trying to connect with the mainstream. We're trying to pull in the casual fan. we're trying to engage the new viewer while also servicing our hardcore fan base and give them compelling stories to fulfill them as well. I think because they are the new kids on the block, they suck a lot of dick. they're cool. they're the cool kids in town, I guess, because of how premature and how novel it kind of still is. I think they're still being babied by the hardcore wrestling fans, which is true.
True, but it also has a lot of good WWE spin and stuff into that, in which he's like, we're going for the global audience and all that. Like, Roman has the key words to say in there, and the WWE, he's right, in which the WWE has the hardcore fan. Even no matter what people say about how they quit watching WWE and all that stuff, they're still watching on YouTube. They're still chiming in the chats, seeing what's going on in WWE. They have that fan base. They always go after the other million. And AEW will not be successful until they try to get, some more viewers in there other than the 700,000 normal wrestling fans that, just watch on a regular basis no matter what it is.
Well, I think when he said babied, I think it definitely that honeymoon period where whatever they do is fine. And I think that's where the hardcore wrestling fan is not going to turn on them that quickly. But at some point when they become more established, like they're making headway now, but they're not established. They're not coming off the tip of the. If I said wrestling to anyone, if you threw wrestling out there right now, and you start talking about wrestling to just the general public, they're not going to. About maybe 10-15% of them maybe talk about AEW first.
Yeah,
but they're gonna start talking about that WWE or the past of WWE.
WWF. They're gonna start talking about Triple H, Undertaker, Hogan, and all that other bullshit. Goldberg, NWO, Austin, all of it. With AEW being new, I feel like we're out of the honeymoon phase. Like I'm starting to see cracks in even their own fan base, and it's mostly whenever TK talks, when it's all like, "Shut the fuck up, man! Shut the fuck up! Awakening the beast! Stop it! Don't do it!"
Too much. He talks too much though. Like he does
way too many interviews.
He doesn't need to be out there as much as he is.
Yeah, he's like, as much as he says he doesn't want to be on his own program, he sure as hell is on everybody else's program, talking in every interview, in every magazine. I never see interviews with Omega and the Bucks, or Hangman, or Moxley, or somebody out there, let's say on Renee's show. Tony Khan is on every single show to the point where he owns his own spot on the Busted Open radio show. Yeah. He needs to shut the fuck up and go somewhere. Let your other people do the talking. Let the wrestlers do the talking. Roman has his interview that came out, I guess this weekend, but you get one of these like once every 2 or 3 months or whenever there's some type of big show coming up. But it's never interview, what's going on here. It's just, and then 90% of the time when Tony Khan is talking, it's not even about his own product. It's about WWE. And it's just like, shut up. Just let your product speak for itself. You have a good product. You have talented wrestlers. You put on a party of a show every single week that fan base goes crazy over, that no wrestling promotion have seen in probably 80 years. I feel like saying 80, that's too much. But
yeah.
And just sell that. And I'm talking about, let me compete with WWE Smackdown. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, they suck. This sucked. Who cares? I don't see... I'm trying to think. The DC universe going into the Marvel universe is like, do you see that last movie? Huh? Psh, that fucking sucked. Like, no.
They do
no,
that.
the fans do it. But never the executive. Never somebody at Warner Brothers going like, yeah, did you see Guardians of the Galaxy 2? That was fucking stupid.
I mean, they probably did, but behind closed
doors. That is stupid. Maybe. Inside closed door, but you ain't going to the interview. You don't hear Ben Affleck going out there. Yeah, did you see that last Ant-Man and the Wasp? What the fuck was going on in that?
But it's like that post Maurice put on about, I think it was MVP tweet in the mid-card mesh yesterday about the battle between the battle between Coca-Cola, and
Yeah.
Pepsi. But Marcus, as I told Maurice, I have 35 years in this game, and I know where my milk is buttered. I know where my bread is buttered.
Well, both of it is poison sugar water. At the end of the day, it's all poison. And I agree with you 100%, Manny. If there was a forum where I could jump in and I could talk shit about Pepsi, I would do it. Because that's the pettiness I am. I am a Coca-Cola person through and through. I'm not about the new generation or the next generation. I am all about Coca-Cola Classic, Coca-Cola Zero, Diet Coke, Cherry Coke, Coke on a glass, Coke on a mirror, snorting Coke. It's all the same to me.
Coke on a pole.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. If you did a green eggs and ham book about Coca-Cola, it would just be me. I like my Coca-Cola upside down in a round on a mound or something. But also, when I'm in a restaurant, when they ask me is Pepsi okay, I really like to tell them it's not. It is not okay. Why do you guys have? I think I'll take my business elsewhere. Thank you and good night.
So where do you want to kick off? Do you want to go with the supersized Smackdown?
By the way, AEW is not Pepsi in this because they are considered RC Cola. They haven't built the brand up to be Pepsi yet. Not Slam Junk. I was messing around. That was a ridiculous shot. They are probably Pepsi.
So where do you want to kick off? Smackdown or Rampage?
Ooh. Let's start off with Friday Night Smackdown.
Okay.
That's an old Maurice reference.
Is it?
That was. Remember she used to come back for the commercial break and say that for whatever reason. That was her only job. She couldn't speak any English. And she'd just be like, welcome back to Friday Night Smackdown. And she'd be in some type of, I would say, revealing lingerie.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yep, that's old school shit.
So we kick off with Edge. Edge recaps the feud and the invasion of his home, and he said he should have
Like
seen it
Santa
coming.
Claus.
He said he should have seen it coming as it came out of his playbook when he slapped John Cena's daddy.
Woo! Take that, Senior. John Cena Senior.
And then Edge admits he underestimated Seth, and he shouldn't have done, because that would have been like underestimating himself. And he also admits Seth isn't Edge like, and states that Hell in a Cell is gonna scar Seth's soul.
So are you gonna win or what?
Yeah.
Scar the soul. That seems really drastic, and that's permanent. It seemed like that's like heal after life. There's no coming back from Scar the soul. But he did look like a vengeful Santa Claus in his red vest, his red sweater, and his long beard. And I was like, Santa Claus is really angry. This Friday night. This is what he does. This is what he does in the off season of Christmas. He gets confused and goes to hell.
He's mentally preparing for Christmas, so
yeah. Can we fuse Seth and Edge segment together? Because they decided to have individual talking segments an hour apart, as if they did not know each other was in the building.
So the visionary drip comes out looking like he's fresh out of Alice in Wonderland.
I don't know what this outfit was, but I like it. I think the tie should have been a little reversed too. It should have been white and red and had sparkles too, but I guess he don't put as much thought into ties and shirts as he does.
Maybe a striped tie or like a polka dot kind of one that mimic the jacket.
But who are we? Who are we to judge the vision of drip? Who are we?
So basically what he said, where is the notes? This is what happened. Seth said he isn't intimidated or afraid to face Edge in Hell in a Cell because Hell has already frozen over because Edge said he was wrong and he isn't Edge-like.
Well, damn. When Hell freezes over, I guess that's the end, right? It's like,
yeah.
I guess we're not having this match coming up, I guess, It's over.
Yeah, so I'm intrigued about this match. I know I know they're going to do their best to try and steal the show on Thursday, which you can watch along with us at. What times are it? It's 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and 5 p.m. British summertime.
Look at that. Not only is he a master of apple juice, the master of time, the timekeeper. Ready. Oh, yeah. It's a little early in the morning to see somebody do some hell in the selling. And in Saudi Arabia, I'm sure there's some worse sales than what they're going to be in. I'm just saying. It's just saying.
A rusty so. But I'm intrigued. I because this is obviously the lead into from the SmackDown side for the Saudi show, and they did a good job of selling me this Edge and Seth match amongst all the antics in the last few weeks.
Yes. Good promos from both guys. They really delivered, and what a show! What a show! They really tried to sell it. Although I just feel it's kind of weird that they decided to do two separate promos and that they didn't have any confrontation whatsoever.
Yeah, I thought it would have been worth them coming out together at the same segment. No.
Yeah. But nope. We're gonna go at separate times. You know, it's fine.
So we get so the opening match was Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn, the King of the Ring semi-final for SmackDown, and as we all knew, Finn was gonna win.
Well, how did we know this, man? Can you reiterate to the people, to the masses, to all 13 people that actually watch this full thing? Why did we know that Finn Balor, the Demon King, was going to win this?
Because Sami Zayn is of Syrian descent.
Yeah,
he may reside from Quebec, Canada, but he has Syrian heritage, and the Saudi government don't particularly like Syria right now. And in the last few tours, they have requested that Sami stay away.
So damn it, his King of the Ring hopes was gone before he entered the tournament. He didn't know the end result, so I'm saying it's a conspiracy. He threw it off. He threw the fight to Finn anyway. But I thought it was a good match, and King Balor might do it. I can't see anybody beating him. And if he's not fighting Woods in that final, the whole thing's a sham.
But I don't think WWE don't tend to do face-face matches, do they?
Not really.
So
there's occasional.
This is looking to be. This is definitely looking for to be.
No.
Jinder's deal.
No. No one wants to go down the right. Woods has a streak of having great matches, but I don't think he can carry Jinder Mahal to anything at this current moment in his career or Jinder's career. Please don't go this route. Please give me Woods. The feel-good moment. Go with the feel-good moment. Give Woods the damn crowd.
As Vince will tell you, fuck your feel good moment.
I would be personally offended. I wouldn't even be offended if Vince told me that. Fuck your feel good moments. Oh,
damn.
Damn. It's like that, huh?
Naomi versus Sonya Deville, where in the little box promo, Naomi cut a very weak promo. Very weak. I was sold on shit. Like,
you're so right.
2 weeks ago when she stepped up to Sonya Deville and got up into her face, I was like, I can get behind this Naomi. There's Naomi in the small box that opened up into the big box. No, I'm not having it.
He's like, well, bout it. It's gonna glow, sucker. And tonight, you're gonna have to deal with some of this. Like, what was you talking about? No, you can't be Beyonce's daughter's favorite wrestler if you're cutting promos like that. Well, anyway, she got her ass whooped.
We knew Sonya was gonna pull off some shit like this.
Well, the greatest thing is the camera angle they used to show Sonya in the back, which was from the neck up, as if she was in Saudi Arabia.
And then Sonya basically tells Naomi, "You walked out before I could give you the rest of the details of the match." So it turned out it was a handicap with Shayna Baszler. Naomi got some work in, but
yep.
It wasn't enough.
It was just a little too much of this and peppered in those punches in, and Yeah.
But I need to reiterate something, Marcus. Naomi will get hers in this feud, but she isn't, and I will refuse to agree with anyone that disagrees with me. This is my opinion, so you can send all the hate to me if you want.
We need to have a
She-
disclaimer at the bottom. These are the
Okay.
opinions of Manny or Manny alone, or these are opinions of Marcus and Marcus alone. Does not reflect the views of the Sharpshooters YouTube channel.
I don't think she's as good as the rest of the women's division.
As in, who are you
She is-
comparing her to?
If we were to rank all the women in the women's division, which I think is a video we could probably do in the future, she is
I
very
am done
middle of the
doing
road.
that.
She is
Like-
very middle of the road.
Yeah, she's not, you know.
Middle
She's
of the
above
pack.
Nia Jax.
I don't know. I think they're about the same.
And I bump her up in points because she's Beyonce's daughter's favorite wrestler, which leads me into money of bringing in Beyonce. If I bring in Beyonce, I get the Beehive, I get the dollar sign money. All I'm thinking about is dollars, dollars, dollars. Money, money, money.
So we move on to
WrestleMania's
another.
in Texas this year? Come on, it's Beyonce's
Yeah,
town.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Beyonce and Naomi.
Yeah,
Imagine her doing the glow with a Beyonce remix, and then Hove come out on stage, and then Kanye's there. Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's not.
We can't take that much glow. No one can take that much glow.
So we move on to the women's semi-final match of the Queen's Crown, which is Carmella versus Selena Vega. There was a stupid backstage segment, both claiming they want to have a clean, fair match because Selena has no intention of breaking her face.
Yes. We're gonna have a ladies match, a gentleman's, handshake agreement, and they start off with a Matt Classic in the ring. They were going toe to toe, some Greco-Roman stuff I was seeing in there. With Selena Vega's only takedown attack was a roll up, she tipped it multiple times. And then Carmella
trash, man. And then Carmella went Carmella.
Yep.
Attacked the face, and then
I
Carmella
kicked to the face too. I was thinking an elbow, but she went with a super kick, premeditated.
And then she went to go get a mask as well when Selena tried to go after that face. Turns out Liv had that mask.
Yeah, 7 foot tall Liv Morgan showed up. Who was walking on stilts. How big her heels were. And she took the mask. And, Selena Vega advances. And she is now in the finals. And she is on her way to Saudi Arabia.
To either face Doudrop or Shayna Baszler.
I don't know where we're going. I don't know. It has to be
We're going
Doudrop.
I think we're going Shayna.
Well, you just said they don't go face versus face, right? Do they
Yeah,
go
well, we
heel
don't-
versus heel?
We don't know what Zelina Vega is at this moment in time.
You don't know what Shayna is? Well, Shayna beat up Naomi. I guess that's evil. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, that's where we're at. We get Happy Corbin with Madcap Moss with Happy Talk. This segment was
What's
cut
your-
short, thankfully, by Rick Boogs.
You're not going to reveal your favorite joke?
No, because I believe the joke I told you of the terrible jokes was better than all of these. What was your favorite joke?
I don't even remember them. I was just happy to see Nakamura and Boogs come out, and them and rock out with McAfee, and I was like, oh, they're not going to attack. I was hoping to attack.
No, it was a
Attack.
musical interlude.
Like, if Nakamura was a Pokemon, I had said attack, not rock and roll. And then Boogs transitioned to the Street Profits song, which was dope as well. And I was like, oh, this is great. And it got you hyped for the street fight. I was like,
Street
oh,
fight-
it's time.
Yeah, the street fight for the tag team titles, the Usos versus Street Profits, incredible match. I really
Yes.
enjoyed this. It's possibly the best tag match. No, not possibly. Is the best tag match of the week.
Yeah. And it was some pettiness involved with the Street Profits wearing Dodger blue against the Giants colors of the or the red of the Bloodline, who are clearly from San Francisco and probably support the Giants. But they start playing baseball in the middle of this and start beating the shit out of each other with kendo sticks, but swinging for the fences.
I mean, Dawkins took a beating in this match.
Yes. Oh, it's the Flash trailer. Go ahead. It's going to have Batman in it. I'm sorry, Manny. This is what I've always waiting for. Michael Keaton's return as Batman. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. Earlier in the night, Sasha said she's going to come. She didn't come back not only to win back the SmackDown title, to right some wrongs. She did it with Bianca Belair last week, 2 weeks ago. This week, she's going to do Becky. Becky states that greatness comes from being undefeated in singles competition for under 3 years, kicking down doors so other people can walk through them after you.
Yeah.
Greatness is big time Bex.
She right, you know.
And then this match was really good. The ending, a bit meh. But I'm not sure if Bianca was meant to make contact with the hair whip, but she definitely missed.
No, I don't think she was. I don't think she was supposed to make contact. She does the hair whip, and then Becky goes, "You almost got me," and I believe it was a counter to when she almost got her. Oh, it's the old Batmobile! Sons of bitches. I'm sorry.
So, at the same time this match was going on, CM Punk versus Matt Sydal was going on, which is also a very good match.
Yes.
How do you compare the two?
I can't compare the two for the simple reason that I would not turn away from Becky and Sasha to a match where I know what the outcome and finish is going to be, in which Matt Sydal will take his ass to sleep. The man has never won on a TV show. He's won on YouTube a gazillion times, never won on a TV show, and he's wrestling CM Punk in basically a squash match in which it has no story or character development whatsoever for either of the combatants. I was more in vain of staying in something that had storyline context, and it was basically a contenders match of the Carlo. So I was into that. One more.
Yeah, I feel like I enjoyed the women's main event more than I did the opening to Rampage, which was CM Punk versus Matt Sydal. So the contract signing, the entrances wasted 5 minutes of TV combined.
Well, Becky and Sasha only left 10 minutes of TV left. So it was, once that segment in, you got Pierce yelling, "Throw the damn table in the ring. We got to get this off in 10 minutes."
And then Heyman reviews the contract and tells Roman everything Roman's requested is on there, and he is good to sign. But Brock Lesnar just signs the contract without even looking, over the contract, not on the dotted line.
Dumbass.
Roman says he must be some kind of dumbass, a big dumb farmer. You just signing it without even reading it. Brock responds he already read the contract this morning with his advocate Paul Heyman, and walks out the ring after causing carnage with Paul Heyman trembling once again.
He's lying, motherfucker.
Look at that look.
Yeah, look at disappointment. Ooh, he got me. Look at
that look. I've never seen him so angry.
Yeah. I feel like this feud is a reflection of where we're at in the wrestling community right now, of pettiness. Of course, each brand with Vince McMahon being Brock Lesnar and Tony Khan being Roman Reigns, and the wrestling fan is Paul Heyman in between, of not knowing where to go. In which I'm going to go commercial free for about 30 minutes. You dumbass, you're going to cost yourself money. Nah, son, I'm costing you money because you're going to copy me. We're in the full pettiness zone.
Yeah, so this episode of SmackDown, even though it was longer, they could have stretched out certain segments, and it didn't feel rushed or anything, and it didn't feel like Raw. It just didn't feel like it dragged on or had too many segments on it like Raw would normally do.
Well, the benefit of going commercial free was the Becky and Sasha match they had carte blanche to just keep going. Like from the entrance on, it was like, oh, this is starting, and then you get to the contract side. That ending was perfect, and then to start it with Sammy and Finn, and you basically had filler in the middle of there. I thought they had a good balance of a show. I thought it was a really solid SmackDown.
And I've got one final question, Marcus.
Yes.
Who does... While the Indy 500 goes past you.
Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, all right? It's the Long Beach Grand Prix.
Who does the laugh better? Seth Rollins? Sasha Banks?
Oh my God.
Madcap Moss?
Oh my God. My personal favorite, because it annoys everybody, is Sasha Banks. Because it's...
I think the Seth one's very close to that, because he's going for the same tone.
Yeah. Can you do an impersonation of Madcap's and laugh?
I can't do Madcap's laugh.
Because he's just... Well, that's more of a Seth. Sorry. Seth just sounds like somebody smoked too many cigarettes and is kind of choking.
No, that is Ted DiBiase in that match between Bret Hart, as we've discussed numerous times.
The breathing is insane.
You're missing out on a treat if you haven't watched that match without commentary.
Yeah, it's one of the best matches ever.
So let's move into AEW Rampage.
Like a stuffed pig.
AEW Rampage, the buy-in kicked off with Tay Conti versus Santana Garrett. A quick opening match. It was there.
Okay, respect.
Marcus didn't watch it, people. He's going to pretend like he did, but he didn't watch it.
I wasn't even going to say anything. How dare you? I was just going to say respect. I was just going to say respect. Okay? But come on. I did watch the next one. Come on.
And then Lee Moriarty versus Bobby Fish.
Respect.
Go on. Give me your feedback on this match.
Respect. All right, I'm going to give feedback, and I know I didn't even see the match. Good match overall for Bobby Fish in a singles match. Good victory. Lee Moriarty got a contract because of this match. Tony Khan just decided to pay this man some money. And I thought Bobby Fish really brought it. No botches in the match. The crowd chanted, "This is awesome." It got really into it. And there was a dive and probably both parts. And Bobby Fish did kicks. And Bobby Fish won with his finisher.
Okay. But basically what you described was a match. A typical Bobby Fish match. That's what you've done.
Yes.
But
because I did not see this match either, and I'm also going to add respect at the end of it.
Much like his description, this match was very good. But again, Bobby Fish, I didn't really care.
There's a reason I skipped these two matches, okay, Manny? There's a reason. I couldn't wait, okay? I had waited long enough to see this match. This was my main event of the night. I watched SmackDown. Okay, I dipped into Rampage. I tuned into a little bit of the ALCS. I watched Halloween Kills and Halloween back to back for whatever fucking reason's wrong with my life. And then I'm
glad you understand that there's something wrong with your life right now.
And then I decided, it's free on the Peacock. You can't pass up. And the Peacock is the worthless piece of shit of a product. And they gave me something free. And I had to figure out a justification to watch Halloween Kills for free. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back and watch the other Halloween from 2018. I watched it. I said, all right. Now I get to watch my free movie to go along with it. And I watched it. I enjoyed the opening scene. And then I was like, it's a Halloween movie. Black firefighter shooting Michael Myers with a fire hose. Let's have it. Let's see what happens next. Okay, although all of a sudden he's Bruce Lee. I didn't know when that happened. Michael Myers taking on ninjas and shit.
You know, you didn't realize that Halloween Dojo movie?
I missed that one. I missed Halloween Dojo. Halloween Karate. Mike Myers, I have taught you everything there is to know. He says nothing but bows. He has respect for only his master.
Oh, Levi's here. The real Halloween was the umpires robbing the Giants on Thursday.
Hold on. That's one call. Levi, what was Flores going to do? He hasn't had a hit since 1991, which was also his batting average of 91. Come on. He wasn't going to do anything. And the game should have been over anyway when Turner didn't botch that one play. It should have been over.
Eric says we need to do a watch along with Monster Squad.
Dracula had Dynamite. Wolfman had darts.
Maybe.
We should.
So
Maybe that's our Halloween episode. Spooky, spooky, spooky. But there's nothing like in Halloween Kills in which the fire department is dismantled by Michael Myers and his kung fu. I'm just saying. With his jujitsu training. It was like watching the Batman
match before getting distracted by Halloween. Minoru Suzuki versus Bryan Danielson.
Oh yeah. Excellent match for a 50-something-year-old man and Bryan Danielson. Yes, it has that weird logic of stuff not making sense for people just kicking each other without defense. But these two went at it. They went hard, and it was fun. It was the crowd was invested, and maybe the match of the night. You teased. You teased in the cold open. This would be the match of the week or something, or the night, if it wasn't for what match.
Yeah, so this would for me would have been match of the week if I hadn't watched this week's NXT UK.
Ah, you did it too. Yeah,
where
A-Kid
it was
versus the Czar.
A-Kid versus the Czar, Ilya Dragunov in I think the best match of the week, possibly even the month now.
Oh what? No, I don't know about that. This was a fantastic match, fantastically wrestled, told a great story, a lot of good selling, and this is the one product Vince McMahon has not touched in his brand, NXT UK, where people could go, this is unmolested by Vince. Unmolested. You can go back. If you wanted old NXT, the black and gold, watch NXT UK. You bums. You hypocrites. Go watch it. Go watch it. It is a great show, and this was a fantastic main event.
And I'm pretty sure, I don't think Triple H is back to work yet. So I believe that is all Shawn Michaels. And possibly the Road Dogg.
No, Shawn, no.
But, like, the match told incredibly, like, the amount of selling they both did, where they proper went after each other's limbs for their for their finisher. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
It's fantastic.
And then, I mean, every match I watch with Dragunov, I feel like it's horrible to watch. Because the amount of selling he does when he screams, it's like, oh, this is really off. I'm like, oh, this man's dying. This man is dying. Something is broken.
Official, stop it. Stop the match. Stop the match, sir. You know, I'm going to say the weirdest thing about NXT UK, and I know we're supposed to be talking about Suzuki and Daniel Bryan and Rampage, and the whole episode of Rampage. Rampage did not end with Daniel Bryan. They were not the main event of the evening. They were just there. So, yeah, it was weird seeing fans in NXT UK. I'm so used to them being isolated.
It's terrible though. It's terrible. I saw a picture of the way you've done it, and it's just random chairs like spaced out. And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
this is awful.
Yeah, people don't know how to respond. Everybody's kind of like, "This is awesome. Let's clap our heads." This was a very tone UK crowd.
But like
sober.
If you want to watch a good match, you don't have to watch the whole show. Just watch the last half an hour of NXT UK, where it is Ilya Dragunov versus A-Kid. Great match. But
just go like I did the buy-in of AEW. Respect. Main event time. Time to focus.
But like Minoru Suzuki and Bryan Danielson was a great match.
Yeah.
But because we wouldn't have got this match if we didn't have the pettiness between AEW and WWE this week.
Yeah.
And this is the reason. So this is the only reason we got it. And it was a bit of a throwaway match that meant nothing. And I don't mind those types of matches, but like,
put a story behind it.
If this had a story behind it, it'd been even better.
It'd be nice if AEW put stories behind some of their matches. And this is why I think that they don't compel the audience to come back, and the audience chooses other options. Is that they don't have these stories to go along with it. The problem, one of the main things I thought that should have been featured on this week of Rampage is Hangman Page. He won that ladder chip, but yet we haven't seen this man or heard from him unless you watch Rose to the Top, which I believe nobody in their right sane mind is watching.
He'll be on tonight's special edition of Saturday Night Dynamite.
Dynamite, which is nobody's gonna watch. It's Saturday night in a bad time spot, going against Dodger baseball in the NLDS,
Marcus,
and
I know
college football.
I know I'm probably going to offend the listener base and the rest of the internet wrestling community, but they don't go out on the weekend. They don't go out on weekends. They'll watch this nonsense because it's AEW.
I disagree.
And
I
then
disagree.
beat off, but when it's finished or during it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave them alone. I'm sure they go out. They go out. They have things to do. Okay? They got places to complain about stuff at.
So we've kind of already brought up CM Punk versus Matt Sydal.
Good match. Nothing wrong with their match. It's nothing I would watch over Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. And it was a basic match with no story. Just like all the matches tonight, except for, I guess, the main event.
So we get Ruby Soho versus the Bunny. It happened. Did I care? No. Ford takes out Soho with the brass knucks after the match again. Ugh.
I was more invested, Manny, in Naomi getting the business from Shayna Baszler and Neville than I was into the Bunny and Ruby Soho. I was more invested in Madcap and Corbin out there doing nonsense than I was in Soho and the Bunny. I don't care about these two characters, whether they win or lose. And it was in a backslide. I could care less.
Levi said, "I'm married, Manny. I have a wife who will kill me if I watch wrestling over a Saturday date night." Yet you're watching during the day two dudes talk about wrestling.
Yeah. The day is his. The night is hers. Okay? But I would jump in because I would have to cuss us out if we're going to cuss out AEW for whatever we're cussing AEW out about. And I don't believe we're actually talking negative AEW. I have nothing bad to say about AEW this week, even though I've said some stuff. I just wish they had more storylines going on in Rampage matches instead of just giving me great matches. It's fine getting Suzuki Bryan Danielson, which wasn't on the show. It's fine getting Punk and Sydal, but put some heat.
You were lying about Madcap. I was there. You didn't care.
Eric is lying because he knew I was actually. What was the punchline to that joke? I told him it went over my head. I missed it. He knew I was there. He knew I was in for it. I was all in.
So the Inner Circle versus Junior dos Santos, Scorpio Sky, and Ethan Page. This match broke down where I see Santos put through a table by Hager. Masvidal gets in the ring, hits the worst knee.
Yeah, he misses this time. He hit one of the best ones last time, and this time maybe Jericho's like, "Please don't hit me again." And he was like, "All right, brother," and didn't hit it.
Leading to the win and further beatdown of the Inner Circle until Santana and Ortiz stroll out. What were they doing? Just applying face paint before they came out to make the save.
Make me beautiful. Just playing face paint. They're doing the face paint in the back with the kids and stuff. I don't know. But they came out, they made the save, and yeah, it ended with the Inner Circle in the ring. But I was shocked that the Men of the Year / America's Top Team got the win tonight. Giorgio dos Santos punches look like trash.
There you are. Who hit the better knee tonight?
Oh, it was Sonya for sure. Sonya put it on you. Right there. She got Naomi ass.
When you're doing it in a suit, it's almost it's too clean.
Yeah. What? Did she put her jacket back on to land this knee?
No, this is before she took the jacket off.
Oh, okay. She landed that knee. And I thought Daniel Bryan landed a good knee on Suzuki, but I've seen better. And Jorge Masvidal missed the knee on Jericho. But I'm giving it to Sonya. Sonya, we had the knee of the night. But they lucky they ain't dealing with the real knee master, and that is Mandy Rose with her V-trigger, which will knock your shit out of you.
To put you into next week.
Yeah, give you diarrhea for weeks. Doctor can't even explain it. Physics don't even explain why you got diarrhea for weeks.
What? You get need in the head, and somehow that turns the switch on for diarrhea.
Yep, diarrhea. Can't change it. The doctor goes like, I got nothing for you. I don't know what happened. What happened to you this week? What'd you eat? Oh, you should be fine. Yeah, everything's going good. But I did take a V-trigger from Mandy Rose this week. Ooh.
Oh, that explains.
Medical anomaly. I'm going to see you to Dr. House.
Where he will virtually kill you before he gets it correct.
Yeah. But you know what? In the end, it's all going to work out. He'll play a like jazz song at the end. Everything will be fine.
I love it when my doctor's a drug addict.
Yeah. And plays the piano very well. He can do everything but keep me alive for more than 2 seconds. If I stay in the hospital one more time, that's why I'm not coming back for a checkup, Dr. House. I think you're gonna give me something that's gonna kill me. Can't come back.
So the ratings, the viewership is in.
Ooh. Oh. Surprise, surprise.
Smackdown wins with 793K to Rampage's 549K.
This was like when NXT tried to beat AEW. It was a reverse. It was no chance. No chance in hell they were going to do it. Although, they did come close because FS1 don't pull in the viewers. And they were both going against baseball. I think both of them should give themselves a good pat on the back and a Tommaso Ciampa applause that they even got these numbers.
Wes says, how big can a female group like Toxic Attraction get? Maybe the beautiful people big?
Considering the scale and level the TNA got to, that's not that big. But I feel like I feel like we could get a faction up into the NWO level.
Yeah, possibly. So that was pretty much this week's show. It wasn't. I can't even really. Well, they both weren't great.
What? I was saying they both were really good.
SmackDown.
No, they were good shows. They were good shows.
I think AEW's show on the YouTube was better than what they put on TV.
Yeah, if you incorporate the buy-in with Rampage, they may win the week. They may win the show, but they didn't. So it was what it was.
Yeah.
I can care less about Ruby Soho and the Bunny. I hope I never get that again. And Penelope Ford dropping her on with the thing, whatever.
Yeah, they're basically doing the exact same stuff they did with Tay Conti and Anna Jay 3 weeks prior.
But, Manny, as a professional wrestling analyst who's been watching wrestling for over 30 years, I have to ask the question. Should AEW feel encouraged or discouraged by their numbers this week? Because they threw out CM Punk, they threw out Ruby Soho, they threw out Jorge Masvidal, Junior Dos Santos, and American Top Team with Chris Jericho and the Inner Circle. How would you feel about this? And, they had to buy in with Daniel Bryan, who I think should have just made the goddamn show, but the match would have been too long.
I don't think they should feel discouraged. If they were going against SmackDown on on Fox,
yes,
as opposed to FS1, they would have been smoked. The fact that it was this close when it was just on FS1, they should feel good about it. However, I don't.
TNT's hit more hopes than FS1.
No one
has FS1.
I can see them doing the YouTube show more frequently though, as a lead in to Rampage to potentially take away viewership from SmackDown.
But the only way I'm going to watch their buy-in show for Rampage, which is always a tape show, except for the weeks that they're going to be on the road and they're going to get bumped by hockey or whatever. The only way I'm going to watch the buy is if they have a match on like that, Bryan Danielson and Suzuki. If they have one of those dream matchups. Other than that, I don't care. And even that might get old. Sometimes a great match isn't good enough. I need story and context. A-Kid and Dragunov, I have context in their story. And even if I didn't, there's even backdrop videos that WWE has to do. They give you a clip of this is their journey, this is who these people are, and bang. You never get that on Rampage or the Dubs. Or Dynamite.
I mean, that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing on the buy-in, which was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of like side stuff. I looked at it when I was going through the clips and stuff. It was like, oh, they have all this other extra stuff and stuff. So, you know.
Yeah, so I can see them doing that during SmackDown to take your attention away from SmackDown, but I just can't wait to see how much more petty these two can get.
Oh, TK's response. I won at the end of the 30 minutes a certain time with this demographic, or I beat SmackDown this week because Dynamite got more views on Saturday than SmackDown got on a Friday night.
Oh,
that's petty.
That's petty. Like, you're going on a main channel compared to.
Yeah. But I'll still do it if I'm TK. I said I'll beat SmackDown. I didn't say when I will beat SmackDown. You gotta go full heel. Full heel.
I mean, that's what people are comparing. When people compare the Dynamite viewership on a Wednesday to Raw's on a Monday, they're completely forgetting about what else is on that at the same time. Like
fucking Raw had hell this week.
Like if you look at Raw, it's going against a lot. Yeah, the viewership's shit when it's not football season too, but like when it is football season, Raw tends to be a little bit more better. Well, at least they try. Whereas AEW has nothing to compare to most days.
Yeah, this Wednesday I realized there's nothing that comes on Wednesday. Dynamite's not on. There is nothing on TV. I didn't watch no hockey. The NBA season hasn't started. It doesn't start to Tuesday. I had nothing to watch on Wednesday. To my day of rest, the day of Sabbath for me. I couldn't find anything on TV. Could have watched Halloween that day instead of watching it back to back.
No, of course you did.
But how did I know it was gonna be free on Peacock? Shit.
And I know a lot of people are asking, Marcus.
Yes.
How is the WBF doing?
Well, there was an episode of WBF Brunch that no one actually tuned in to see on YouTube, where Oatmeal had a match with Eggs Benedict, where Oatmeal beat Eggs Benedict. It was kind of a stir. People really don't like Oatmeal, but Oatmeal will make his WBF Thursday whatever show debut coming up soon.
So we'll be back on Tuesday with Dynamite and Raw, and then
how are we doing the show this week? Because there is no Dynamite this Wednesday.
I've actually put it in the description below. However, so Tuesday will be Dynamite from Saturday. I think highlights. I don't think we go deep into it, just the main points. Raw. Thursday, we may talk about some bits of NXT and Dynamite if it's on again on Wednesday during the watch along. But we'll probably do a more highlighted view again next Saturday, as we also cover Rampage and SmackDown.
Yeah, book show this week because we gotta get our Saudi money too. We gotta get our Saudi money.
We're all about corruption.
Yeah, corruption, murder, and disrespect to women. Apparently, not even just disrespecting them, just not normal human rights.
And on that note, have a good rest of the weekend. Remember, check out the World Breakfast Federation.
But on a side note, check out Halloween Kills to watch Michael Myers Ninja Style, where he takes out an entire fleet of the fire department and several town members.
Oatmeal did get this as an awful John.
He's not the best worker. He's not, but he will improve.
Very sloppy.
As soon as he adds cinnamon, apples, and other things to his arsenal, he may win. But he's a mess. He's a mess right now. And I believe his entire moveset is a bit watered down.
I'm ending the show.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
Bye.